Hello, hi. Welcome to the hump day stream. Get over the hump. It's a working term. Over the work week hump. Yeah, it's all downhill from here. Hopefully, I'm having a pretty fine work from home Wednesday. I work from home Wednesdays and Mondays. I go to the office the other days. You got your popcorn and Diet Dr. Pepper. Well, Diet Dr. Pepper is allowed. I guess it's possible that people prefer Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper to Diet Coke. There's no judgment there. As long as it's something that you enjoy along with me. And look how beautiful that can is. It's a freshly poured can of Diet Coke. Popcorn, I don't know. Whatever snacks. It's just gonna be a regular old stream. And it's gonna be the last stream for a week because I'm going on a short vacation. All right. Oh yeah. When it makes you do that, you know it's got the right amount of bubbles. All right. So how's everyone doing? Everyone settle in. It's a couple minutes to introduce myself. Welcome to the Kench Niner something. Yeah, 3 stream. That's a stream where I sit around operating my Microsoft Flight Simulator fleet of planes. Don't know where I'm going to go. Don't know what I'm going to fly in particularly. Although I'd like to fly the Osprey today. It's a plane that requires a lot of skill, and if you don't fly it on the regular, you lose your skills, you know? And I've had a few problems with it previous times. In other words, it flew for a while, and then the engine seized up, and I don't think it was me. I think it was a simulation issue. But we'll see if that happens today. But I don't know where to go. No idea. And I'm not going to decide until a little bit later. All right, so I got the Diet Coke. I got the beautiful Bluetooth controller right there. That's what we use to operate the planes usually. I also have a floor pedal, which is really helpful. It's this little 3-switch floor pedal. USB plugs in, and you can program it to whatever kind of keystrokes, input keys you want. But I have it set to operate the nacelle angle, which is really key because it's not normally mapped to anything on your keyboard. You still need your kind of your all other stuff. Let's see. Then there'll be the big brain games, as always. That's me doing the Quirtle, the reveal, the tightrope trivia, the loop, the connections, the reunion, the Octurtle. Not quite in that order. After about that, it'll probably be an hour and in. Today, it looks like I said it's guitar day. I'll show you a preview of the guitar. I don't know if I know Hubio, you mentioned this is your kind of the favorite guitar just from the pure look of it, and I gotta agree with it. This guitar is so pretty. It deserves a lot of playtime. It's my Schecter Guitar Research Diamond Series. But this one is specifically the one that's got the abalone binding, the abalone inlays, and they're quite complex. And then I've added the abalone switch buttons. That's not the original. Original are just black knobs. But I found for $18 on Amazon, these are really good quality, really nice quality, perfect replacement switches that happen to have abalone caps on them. And I was like, well, geez, if you're going to have an abalone guitar, you should have abalone dials too. I think that the guitar should come like that. It is really pretty. But not only that, it plays quite well. It's a Floyd Rose. I will. So we'll be playing that for the guitar segment today, which is after the break. I don't know. I'll play a few, just think around guitar, talk guitars, sing a few songs, accompanying only by the guitar, and then go into the karaoke segment, which is where I bring up the YouTube karaoke songs and I play and sing along with them, and that will be it for the day. Later, I'm going to go back to play some Rocksmith Plus stuff, but that's going to be off stream. So I'll get my bass out and make sure that stuff's going. All right, let's get started. I'm in the correct category. Look, Microsoft Flight Simulator is up. It's booted in. Yeah, it's fun to have something that's both beautiful and very functional as a musical instrument. Because I bet there's a lot of guitars out there that don't look good, but play really, really, really good. Even better than that, maybe. But I like when it's both. All right, so I was talking about flying the Osprey. We flew the V-24 Liberator. Boy, that was fun. I mean, it's a vintage trip, and we're gonna fly another military plane, but a much more modern one. Here it is, the Miltech Simulations Myriad D. I don't know what that means. MV 22B Osprey. Currently in operation, I believe, mainly for the Marines. I don't really think we get variants here. Okay, let's see what kind of liveries we get here. Thunderchip. Presidential Nighthawks is always the best, but I don't want to overuse it. Let's see. Evil Eyes is actually kind of fun. Blank is kind of weird looking because it's just solid white. And I almost never fly it. Let's fly Blank. It doesn't really matter. I almost have never flown this one. It's just a white, solid white paint job with nothing on it. Why not, you know? I mean, I've never seen, they rarely include something that's basically like, I guess maybe you could use tools to make your own, you know, if there's like paint tools for 2024. I don't know if there are. All right, so now, well, that was the easy part. Now where we're going to spin the globe, where it stops, nobody knows. I don't know. Do you guys have any idea where we should fly today? You know what I mean? Is there something special going on somewhere? It looks like the weather is nice. Well, you know what? Because in honor of my, if nobody can think of anything else, I'm going to go where I'm going to be traveling. Yes, that's right. I'm going to Vegas for the weekend. So let's fly around Las Vegas and see how she looks in the game. This being a military aircraft, we're going to operate from Nellis Air Force Base. Up in the northeast corner of Las Vegas. I'm going through the cold start procedure, but it's fraught in that I've had some issues with this plane before. In that it either gets a little squirrely on startup, or I'll be flying and it just dies. But it'll be fun. I mean, I've flown around Vegas maybe 750 times already, I think, in the game, but in game. So one more is not going to kill us, you know what I mean? Oh, ready to fly? Well, not really. Ready to start up, maybe. Okay, here's what the MB-22 looks like from the outside. Now you can see those giant rotors. Those are used that we can actually be in a helicopter mode or put them forward for horizontal flight mode. But notice how huge they are, and they twist and they do all sorts of stuff. But you can't start up the plane with the engines in that position. All right, let's get inside and get this thing. Somebody's flew over me. All right, so we want to start getting this plane warmed up. Warm it up. Part number one: turn on your battery. The battery is not powerful enough to start this engine, but it is powerful enough to start the APU, which is a little turbine engine that's in the wing that powers the hydraulic and electrical systems. While the engines are off, so we can start powering up our MFDs. We're gonna need to see, where's this one? Here it is. This is the CDU. So that's showing very critical information, which is the amount of pressure in the hydraulic, the middle hydraulic, which is green now. But you can see that there's a bunch of failures there based on the fact that the engines haven't started yet. But we can't start the engines until we move the nacelles. So I'm using my foot controls to move the nacelles up to the vertical position. That's the engine starting position. 90% vertical. Okay, so I can look down here, and there's a little thing there that shows what it is. So it's 86%, 89, 92. Oops. Okay, 89, that's fine. All right, so now when it's in that position, we can start the startup sequence, which is a little tricky, so let's get that going. All right, we're gonna start the left engine. Everything is armed. Left VADEX should be armed. Good. We don't have to use fuel, but basically what we have to do is put the engine in crank for about 10, and let it sit there for about 10 seconds. Make sure your rotor brake is off, but it's off. Okay, give that about 10 seconds. And then we can put it in start. And we should actually hear the engine start up. The crank, I think, is a starter motor crank. Now you notice when I start one engine, the left engine, both of those turn, and that's because both engines power both rotors. It's using a torque tube that feeds power across the wing, through the wing, to the other rotor and back and forth. So if you lose one engine, you don't lose the whole rotor. You lose half your power. And that's why, and they're synchronized, and that's why by this torque tube. And then we can put this in run. Now we're going to put this in crank. And that's how you could lose a single engine and not have have it be catastrophic, which is real important. And once you think about how it has to be designed, and you kind of see it in flight, you go, oh yeah, both engines have to power both rotors, but you need both engines enough power to take off. Okay, so we're cranked there. Let's see if we can put number 2 in start. Let's see, we should say down there in that MFD, we should see those little 3 yellow lines go down once it's in start. There it goes. It's in start. So we can place it in fly. And we should see down in this mid panel here. Let me go down here. This mid panel here, everything should be green. Or the hydraulic. You see hydraulic is currently pressurizing in the final engine. It wants to come up to 5,000. All three hydraulic. It has also 3 separate hydraulic systems. All right, now once we're in this particular configuration with both engines running, in order we do want to turn off our APU, so we put that at off and then stop. It's just providing power we don't need. And we can work. It's that should be that simple. Let's try to fly around a little bit. Can we turn the look for clearance? I guess ground is really what we want. Depart. Well, we're heading south to Vegas, so let's see if that's an option. Yeah, south 5. Okay, all right. And this is our beautiful, completely white blank livery. I've never flown it before. Usually I fly the presidential livery. Okay, taxi and hold short. We can give me an arrow. Oh, please. Oh, please. That seems like a bug. Please don't say that again. Oh, it's gonna have me say that. Wait, I'm in the wrong cockpit. Taxi, hold short runway 03. All right. So what we want is to aim the cells forward a bit. So you see, I'm moving forward like that, but not too far forward. And then we got the ability to head out here. I don't want to smash any of these little planes here. This is what it looks like from here. One of the things you get in this plane, I don't fully understand it, but is a very smooth ride, both on the ground and in the air. I mean, it's not really an aerobatic plane, but it sure is a smooth. I always compare it to riding a Cadillac. You just don't feel a lot of ground imperfections. I think it's kind of a bug. I mean, normally I think there should be some rumbling in the controller, but maybe it just has really good suspension. I don't know. Let's see if we can go a little further forward here, like to there. Just moving the nacelles a little bit further. We could literally take off from anywhere. It doesn't require any kind of runway at all. But I'm going to pretend that we do need the runway. We'll go up to this midpoint here and see if we can take off from there. Now you can see the beautiful city of Las Vegas in the distance. By the way, that's the weather. It's 100 degrees there. It's going to be 100 degrees. It's going to be it's 109 degrees the days I'm there. But the city is hopefully, you know, it's designed for heat. Plus, it's good for the sightseeing. All right, we're gonna come in here and see if it'll let us take off from here. Request takeoff clearance. Oh yeah, I mean. It's an air-conditioned room. We're going to be there's pools. I kind of like it, and it's a dry heat. But you have to be very careful to I have to wear a hat if I'm walking around in the sun at all. So I got to be careful because otherwise I will get burned. It's very pleasant. I'm just going to take off. I think they want us to take off this direction due to wind, but then we'll just turn around. All right. So the key to taking off is to watch, very carefully watch both the nacelles. And in order to get enough power for takeoff, we really have to over-torque the engine for a short period of time, which I'm about to do here. He just basically magically lifts you off the screen there. I'm trying to reduce the engine. Okay, gear up, and I'm moving the cells down. There we go. Gear's coming up. The cells moving down. Don't want to overpower, so I'm.
Catch Niner. Continue for south departure.
Yeah. All right. Gotcha. Vacation. And there we go. We're almost at 100%. So okay, south departure. We're heading northeast, so it means we're going to turn. We're going to turn. Let's turn this way. It's more interesting.
Catch Niner, leaving my airspace.
change. All right. By the way, this is the Nevada International Raceway. There, I think that's where they used to have the EDC, but now they have it on the Strip. But they have a lot of racing stuff there. It's really nicely done in the game. There's also a flea market that's kind of in the back, and it's nicely done in the game. So there's this main road. That's if you're coming in from Los Angeles or where I'm coming in, you're not coming in from this side. I don't know where the heck that goes. Oh, overspeed. What is my power here? What is my power? You gotta. It's really tricky. You gotta. I want to be. Oh yeah, that's way too much power. I want to be about 81%. There we go. All right. -4, 5 trims. Let me just keep the nose nice and low. All right. We're flying now like a regular plane, effectively. By the way, that's Nellis Air Force Base there, where we took off from. And ahead of us is the fabled city of Lost Wages. We'll come across it from the north, head south. So in the north, you start with what they call downtown Las Vegas and the Fremont District, which I've never physically been to. I've flown over a lot. And then, you go through the Strip, and then you end up at the south end of the Strip is where the airport is, which is where which is where you're typically landing. So a lot of people, if you're coming to Vegas and you start at the airport, you're going to see the tiniest part of Las Vegas, and you'll feel like you've seen a lot. But it goes quite a ways. There's all these communities, obviously, there to support people who just not necessarily ever go downtown or ever gamble or don't necessarily work in the gambling, in the leisure industry or tourist industry, but it's still just a huge city where people like to live because it's hot and it's relatively inexpensive compared to California, I guess. I don't know. All right, so but again, we got this smooth ride here. It's not jerky. One of the things I attribute that to is the low center of gravity. Why does it have a low center of gravity? It's because it doesn't store fuel in the wings like a lot of planes do. The wings aren't big enough. And they got all sorts of other stuff in them. It stores them in those bulges on the side, which I always look at them until I actually owned one of these planes. I was like, what are those bulges for? But once you know what they're for and why they're that big, it makes sense that the fuel is there. And because it's heavy and it's low, it keeps the center of gravity of the plane low. And I think that is what gives it the great ride. So the first thing you see here is like this World Market Center. It's a really huge place. Last time I was there years ago was during the last election with Kamala and Trump. A couple years ago, and she was doing a speech here, the World Market Center or something like that. It's really quite big in person. It's right next to the freeway. Okay, so downtown is there though. Actually, downtown Fremont, we already passed. This is the stratosphere, whatever. We can see the sphere in the distance. No, I'm not going to go to the sphere again. I've already been 4 times. If other people want to go, that's fine. But 4 times is pretty awesome. Uh-oh, we're fine. There's the Conrad and the actually that's Resorts World these days. You got the Encore, you got the Wynn. We're gonna come around really fast, and then we're gonna go into kind of a hover mode and kind of check a little bit slower. But first, I want to kind of zip down. Unfortunately, you do not get to see the brand new guitar building, but it's right there. Mirage is closed. It doesn't look like that anymore. That's been completely stripped. But for years, it looked like that with the Beatles on the side there, and that's all gone. And then right below where this used to be the we call it the volcano, but it's a big fountain. That's where they're building this gigantic, if you have seen it in pictures, this gigantic tower that's going to be one of the tallest towers. And it's a guitar-shaped building. So they're calling it the Guitar Tower, but it's going to have like 650 suites in it, apparently. Not opening until next year. That's the Cosmo we're about to smash into, but we missed it. And then the area that I stay in is right here, where the Signatures is right there, and the MGM Grand is kind of like the home area there. The cool thing is you can see the monorail station down there. So you can get on the monorail, and there's quite a few. You can get it all the way up to the convention center. There's a bunch of these are the south parts of the south. Everything below Mandalay Bay to the. It's got a great pool and the Delano. And I just want to say, yeah, behind there is the stadium. All right, let's try. I'm gonna try lifting my nacelles. We're gonna need more power, but just so we can kind of see what it might be like to transition to more of a hover mode. We won't necessarily be hovering per se. Oh, that's the Rio right there. That's where Penn and Teller are. And that's where like a whole bunch of places are. I guess the Vidara is there, and the fountains of the Bellagio. We're flying right over there. I want to try to slow down enough that we can bring our nacelles up even more. Eventually, we can kind of act like a helicopter, but we got to slow down a bit. And to do that, I kind of keep the nose up. There's the airport right there. There we go. Once I have the nose in this position, I can use the rudders to make very sharp turns like a helicopter rudder would be. And then what you got to watch out is ring vortex effect. That's where you're descending too quickly, and you have your own vortex. You're pushing the air down underneath you, and you'll descend too quickly. But then you don't have enough power to get out of it. You have to move out of it. All right, some buildings right there. Those big buildings right kind of down there, the flat buildings. That's the convention center. And then those golf courses are fancy golf courses that are associated with hotels. But you can see there's the south, under my nose, the south. There's South Hall, and then there's the North Hall. And that's the West Hall. That's the newest one. That's where TwitchCon was years ago, in 2023. And there's the Sphere right below us. Use some vertical speed rather quickly, which takes some of it down. It's not so interesting in game. I mean, the real world is always doing kind of weird ass stuff. So, what's our number there, by the way? I just want to make these a little higher. I've been on that huge Ferris wheel, the high roller, a couple times, or once. Sorry. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool, especially at night. I mean, the lights, you don't really get a feeling during the daytime what it's like. Okay, we're using about 1,000 feet per minute. This right below us is the between the Sphere and the Venetian is the Venetian's Convention Center. It's right there. It's quite big for a hotel convention center. It's as big as most people's convention centers. But that's the Venetian right there. Kind of there. The Palazzo is next to it. And then there's the Parisian, or Paris, I'm not sure what it's called. Alright, this is what it looks like from here. Alright, so it's telling me I add a little power. Alright, I added a little power. But the point is, as long as you're moving and not trying to hover in one spot, you're usually not going to get too much vortex effect. But yeah, no, so basically at this point we're a helicopter. I can hover in midair, we can look down, you can see where we are, we can go up, we can down, we can left, right. We can land on the middle of the strip if we wanted to. You know, it's that kind of plane. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to kind of hover around, maybe we'll do a touch and go, then we'll go land somewhere. We are burning up fuel in this mode, but you can see we got plenty. As I mentioned, those tanks are on the side, those bulges hold quite a lot of fuel. And it has an extreme amount of range, especially, you know, once you're going at a decent altitude and you're going forward, then it's not nearly using very much fuel at all compared to this mode, where I'm basically burning up a lot of fuel. You got to make sure you don't want to turn by banking, because that'll reduce your lift by quite a bit. You want to turn by using your rudder pedal. We're going real slow. And of course, the last thing I want to do in this plane is show how to fold up the wings. It's always fun. We've got some time, but they did lots of fun little detailing on, you know, the entranceways. You get any further down, you'll kind of see the seams. So they just opened this week. They just opened the brand new world's largest In-N-Out restaurant, fast food restaurant. It's been they've been working on it for quite a while. It's considered it's apparently it's the second largest In-N-Out in the world or something, but it might be bigger than that. And my friend Charles, who lives in Vegas, I'll be hooking up and hanging out with, went there, checked it out. And it's right down pretty close. It's on the south side where I'm staying. So we got the Vidar, right, so that's the Paris. It's not the Parisian, it's the Paris right there. But I don't think they show, it's got the tour, the art, okay, they got the Eiffel Tower, the Arch de Triomphe, and that Paris thing. I've been inside, and I actually had lunch in there. It's nice. Planet Hollywood. Apparently the rooms aren't that nice, but the mall, effectively, the Miracle Mile shop is pretty cool. I think the new In-N-Out is on this, kind of on this side over here, just a little bit past here. I don't think, it might be here, but I think it's on this other side here, kind of where that blue awning is. Right around in here. I think they're showing at this point it's under construction or something. But I believe it's up here. No, maybe yeah, it might be up there or in that building. Because yeah, this is we're already at the MGM Grand here. And of course, there's the New York. You can see, by the way, that structure there that you can see to the left. I think in the further back one, that's the Cirque du Soleil Theater where you see Ka. It's huge, and the theater is huge. You get your New York. Haven't gone on the roller coaster, but I don't know. It looks like fun, actually. Kelly kind of wanted to go. We did hang out in the here in the treasure, not medieval times. The fantasy, whatever, Excalibur. Excuse me. Excalibur says right there. And we took the little train that's here. These trains are actually cable cars. They don't have any power. There's cables that run under the tracks. And everybody wants to check out the lobby of the Luxor. It is pretty cool, but I wouldn't want to stay in the rooms. If I was going to stay at the Luxor, I'd see if I could stay in these towers. They're newer and nicer, and apparently not that much more expensive. Mandalay Bay, I don't know what the fuss is. It's fine. All right, let's just land in the parking lot here or something. Right in this field here. I'm putting my gear, my thingies down. And basically, unlike a helicopter in this game, it's almost as stable as like the drones, which are just perfectly stable. I'm just gonna land here. We're gonna take off again. Then we'll land somewhere else. Yeah, we got plenty of time. And what you don't get, the effect that you do get in a helicopter as you change power, you get a lot of torque changes. I mean that it wants to spin. So you see, we land on the rear wheels first, and then reduce power, put our brakes on. Tends to want to move forward a little bit, but pretty easy. And once again, assuming you're not fully loaded up with people and fuel, you can take off vertically. By the way, what am I at? What's my number at? 83. I want to move that. I moved it a little bit. I want to actually be closer to 90 degrees for takeoff. I want to take off nice and vertically. Uh, 90 degrees, please. Perfecto. So now it's perfectly. Kind of hard to tell, but that's a 90 degree angle. And there's now where we are right now, they're building the new ballpark and a whole bunch of stuff. This is a few years old at this point. And they're building the new A's, Las Vegas A's ballpark. All right, let's fly around, and then we're going to land in a different way. We're going to land in short landing, kind of like a plane, but not exactly like a plane. We're going to take off vertically. Okay, we're at 99% or 90% power. We need a little bit more. There we go. But that's all we need. And then I'm gonna slowly kind of put the cells forward. Put these up for now. Reduce power. What's my power at? It's really hard to tell exactly what your power is about looking at that tiny thing there. Yeah, a little bit less. What about 80? Whoop! More power. Yeah, you don't want to reduce power until the rotors are more forward than that. There we go. Okay, see, I'm watching the rotors. There we go. We want to have the rotors as it forward. We're gonna we'll fly back to Nellis, or maybe we'll land at north at the little commuter airport, northwest of Vegas. All right, so now we can start bring our power back. goes not all the way forward. We should be flying around there. First part of the trip. Because I'm going to land kind of like as a short takeoff and landing. All right, once again, the Las Vegas Strip is over there. So this is kind of the backside here. But it's this boulevard here is where the convention center is. And that's where the monorail is. There's the West Gate, which has its own monorail stop, which is kind of cool. And then, yeah, I've never been up to the stratosphere. Oh yeah, we should probably take a quick look about the national parks update. Should actually be really cool. And of course, you know, content. It means visiting each one of those parks, and they can be quite large. But yeah, this is a real desert kind of view here. But you can see there's not much to see in Fremont from above. It's mainly there's that Fremont Street experience, which is this covered kind of sort of roof that's lit up. You can see it right there. It's that white structure. It goes a couple of blocks, and that's all enclosed. Even if it's raining, it's dry down there. It's and then it's got this. I don't know. It sounds like a cool idea. All right, the little commuter airport's right there. Oops, we should probably get ready. Start put these back a little bit here. So I want to put these back to around there. Gear's going to come out. Hopefully. No. Going too fast for gear. There we go. And we're just going to kind of land like a plane, but not like a plane. And you'll see we can come in real steep. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of things we can do to kind of control. Eventually going to land kind of nice and soft here. And flare out here. See, it slows down a lot when you flare out there. Line a little better here. Just reduce the power. And there you go. Nice and soft landing there. Do we want to? And that's about the limit of the down that you want the propellers. So this is the little North Las Vegas airport. Do this a little bit here. All right, so I want to show you the last fun bit about this plane, which is, folding up the propellers, and it folds up to fit nicely on an aircraft carrier. Right here. We could have landed on this little spot if we wanted to. You know what I mean? It's a very precise landing. There's the brakes. All right. So we're going to return the propellers to the vertical. Turn on our nacelles to the vertical. What do we got here? 91. Excellent. All right. So first thing we're going to do is shut down the engines. Well, we're going to kind of have to do the reverse order because we will be shutting down the engines. Before we do that, we're going to start the APU. We will be needing power. Okay, so we're ready to run the APU. Now we're ready to shut both engines down. They're not necessarily needing, we don't need them for power. We're not going to be flying. And you see it's going to take a long time normally for the rotors to slow down from the current speed. Like a long time. So we're going to help that process out by putting our rotor brake on temporarily. And you can see that really puts a slowdown on them. They were moving quite fast. Now they're going to come to a stop relatively quickly. Very nice. Beautiful. I love this plane. Okay, now it covers on. All right, turn the rotor brake off. That's important. Okay, so now we're going to do the what we call the wing stow system. So we go to the system page, click there, and then we go to our BF stow system, and we click. We're going to go with full stow with rotor lock. Okay, so the first thing that means is it has to move the rotors to a specific position opposing each other. As you see, the other thing it's going to be doing is operating those flaps automatically. They're the trailing flaps. But first, it's got to potentially move through 360-degree tilt gets to the exact right position. The rotors are not symmetrical. They fold onto each other, so two of them fold onto the third one. And that's why it has to be in a specific position. It looks like it's spinning them further than it needs to. It's not. But this is an automated sequence that I'm not doing. I don't have any control over except initiating it. But it's always fun to watch. Again, it's all powered by hydraulics that are located, and the hydraulic system is located in an engine in the wing. You can kind of see there's some heat coming off that little exhaust port, oval exhaust port on the right side. There's heat coming out of there. All right, so now it's got the position. The next thing it's going to do is raise those the trailing flaps there. Okay, flap position. Now it's folding the blades, so they fold two ways. You can see. It's pretty cool. And finally, well, not finally. This is the second to last or third to last is lower than the cells, then fold the wings, and then the flaps go down again. Okay, so the cells lower. Now it's going to do what the thing is that this is the most part because you don't realize the wing can do this, but it can turn. And again, the reason for this is purely for packaging. You want to be able to put a bunch of these on an aircraft carrier, and all aircraft carrier planes that are fairly large can usually fold their wings and have been for a long time. Because that's for packaging, but this is a very unique approach to making this plane have a very small footprint. When you hear those hydraulic motors whining, but again, it's all powered by systems that are located in the wing, in the moving part. The rest of the thing is just a platform that controls it, but there's no like major hydraulic systems that go into the body of the plane. They're just in the wing. And the engine systems. It's kind of very unique how they can build that wing as an independent module and then attach it to the body of the plane. Okay, so now we've completed sequence complete. Okay, fold wing, and that's what it looks like in the folded sequence. I kind of wish it would start. You could start it in that sequence because you can always turn on the APU and unfold it, and then start the engine. But it would add a little time. But so I think it's fine. I just do it at the end. But I always think it's kind of amazing. Oh yeah, the other thing you can do is open the doors, right? Ramp door and side door. And you see the side door opens. It's got these two doors, these two sections that open. And then the bottom section has stairs on it. It's kind of cool. And then the back door is the ramp. And it shows what we call the jump seats. I think it's 24 jump seats, which presumably if you had 24 guys with, parachutes on, I don't know if they could all fit in there, and I'm not sure that's a real mission, but apparently there are versions of this. I think most of these are fitted out instead of jump seats in the back with luxury seating in the back for VIPs, because I kind of think that's its main role. So I don't think a jump seat version would probably be kind of rare. Oh yeah, so final thing to do is I forgot we're not quite done. It's not cold. We haven't turned off the APU. Stop and turn off the power, and that literally turns everything off, and now you're cold and ready for refueling. It's always a fun vibe, and no technical issues, including flying around a very complex area like Las Vegas, getting close to the ground and high up. This GPU did not fry, my CPU did not fry, we did not run out of system resources at any time. It's a very complex plane. The plane did not smash into a million pieces. Unexpectedly, has previously. So I'm just saying that's always a possibility. All right, so let's go into the big brain games. For this section, I'm going to move to the just chatting category because after all, it's definitely not flying. There isn't a big brain games category, and if even there was, I wouldn't go in it. All right, let's go to the main menu here. We're doing pretty well on get pretty much on the normal time. And if you like the flight simulation, next week, probably next Wednesday, there'll be more flying around. Okay, let me quit to desktop, launch the brain game numero uno, a warm-up game, which is, for me, is the Quirtle Extreme. It's a lot like the Wordle. Hey, I got today's Wordle in 3. I was pretty lucky. And if you see, I use the same starting words, so if you were to play the game and use my starting words, you might see why that happened. All right, let's see, what do we got here? We could have flash on the upper right. Could be glass. Could be a lot of things. Let's wait there. And then we have, I think on the upper left, that's got to be mirth. So that'll give us the H, I think. Okay, no H, so it's not slash. But it still could be flask or glass. Let's not worry about that one. Okay, no, this is interesting. Now we have mince, M-I-N-C-E. Also, it's not going to help us, but we'll have an extra guess. This lower one is going to be, let's see. It's going to start with P. I don't see other diphthongs, maybe other consonants that could be there. So it's got to be A. There's no other vowels allowed because we've used them. So, and then we know there's an L. Oh, it could be papal, P-A-P-A-L. It's a good one. It's a good one to know that's in the dictionary when you're in that situation. Okay, so we don't know if it's glass or flask. Let's guess flask because it could be flask. We haven't used the F or the K. And we know it could, but it could be glass because we haven't used the G, but it has to be one or the other. Okay, so now I think it has to be glass. So that's why I wanted to do them in that order. Well, if it were glass, we would have got it. See, it was glass. But flask effectively eliminated enough letters to know for sure it was glass. So that's a win. All right, game number 1. Cheers, a little Diet Coke to celebrate that one. What's the next one? I guess we'll just do the revealed. What's today's revealed about? Well, the category is history and society. The correct answer is going to look like it has roughly 11 letters in it. And let's just read this heavily redacted document, see if we can suss out what they're looking for here. 11 letters. Okay. Blank, what we're looking for is the state blank blank or blank of extending blank and blank, especially by direct blank acquisition or by gaining blank and blank control of other blank. Because it always involves the use of blank, whether blank or some subtler form, blank has often been considered kind of like I know what this is, blank blank, and the term is frequently employed in blank blank to blank and discredit a blank blank blank. I don't know. Oh, colonization doesn't fit. Shit. How can it be so obvious? Could it be colonizing? No, because that also doesn't fit. Shit. All right, well then I don't have no idea what it is. It's annexation, maybe. Doesn't fit, right? That's spelled correctly. What is this one? Yeah, annexation only has 10 letters. Huh. What would help is the state blank. What is this? This is going to be territorial acquisition. I knew that, though. Well, it's not annexation and it's not colonization, but that wouldn't be direct. It's that's not the right number of words. No, appropriation doesn't have the right number of letters. What is this one? That's the wrong one. I'm looking at synonyms of annexation. Occupation doesn't have the right number. 11. I have no idea. I'm just looking at what these are. None of these are going to help. I think this might be a loss. None of these are going to help. I mean, none of these are going to help. I mean, none of these are going to help. Colonization, sovereignty. Does that have the right number of letters? I don't think it does. It has to have 11. Let's guess. Let's see what this letter is. P. So it's not. It's the third letter is a P. It's not appropriation or expropriation. That's too many letters. That's. Let me see. Expropriate? No. This sucks, man. We're not going to get this one. It's a bad one because we are absolutely nothing there is going to help us. Frequently employed in what? None of this is going to help. Is the state blank? It's a state policy of extending borders or dominion. It's not manifest destiny. It's not colonization. Which isn't in the dictionary. But it doesn't have the right number of letters. And it doesn't have a P. Interesting. It's not in the thesaurus. Repossession has a P in the right word. Doesn't have the right number of letters. All right, I think we have to give this one up. Unless anybody has any ideas. I could do these all day. You know, I mean, it's not going to help. None of these are going to give us anything. I'm sure once you see it, it'll be obvious. But none of these are helpful. I already know what all these blanks are. You know what I mean? It's not. I just don't know what the word they're looking for is. So, I don't want to spend all day doing this. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and give up. Is what it is. Imperialism. Now, wouldn't have come up with that in a million years. Thank God I gave up. Other players were similarly messed up with it and couldn't get it. That was a tough one. Imperialism. That seems like it's, wow. I guess, again, once you see it, it makes sense, but and it has the right number of letters. I don't think we would have got that in a trillion years. But you know what? If they were easy all the time, I wouldn't enjoy doing them, as I've said many times. And they generally are, but they're not. When they're hard, they're from out of nowhere hard. All right. Melville. Kitty, what do you need? Coral Reefer Band begins as Jimmy Buffett. Never would have come up with that one. That's fine. We're moving on. From the it was a cat called the dingoes. Well, I thought it was the kangaroo proof fence. It's a dingo proof fence. It was rabbit proof fence though. There's a movie. Wait, it's been 15 years. Wow. I wouldn't have known that one. I got wrong. The Mayflower. Dude, this is one of the easier quizzes, obviously. No idea, but I had to guess. It's the most German sounding one there. You had the pulchritude. I'm going to go with there. Imperialism. It's fine. Name of Magellan is celebrated where? Magellan. Didn't he die in the Philippines? Oh, thank God. I vaguely knew that fact. We didn't do that well, but actually, you know, could have been worse. We crossed the tightrope. I did, at least. It's timed. You got to get them fast. I don't think we hit the 2,000 point threshold for what I call a win, but it should be very close. Real close. Real close. It's still not a win. It's always a mixed bag in the big brain games. All right. So what's the next thing here? We could do the reunion and then the loop. We'll do the reunion. So if you're here and you know we've been playing this for a long time now, it's kind of like a crossword puzzle. You don't get clues. You got to suss out what the words are based on these color clues we have. All right, let's see if we can see something here. Let's just kind of say, okay, there's the LM. Okay, this O is on the column. L could be on the rower column. These could be on the rower column. So there's not a lot of solid clues. Not a lot of solid clues. We got to have one of these or more of these words is going to end in Y or potentially because there's a Y and it's not on this column. I don't think it could be there. It could be though. Well, I'm pretty much out in the... Usually I have some clue about some letter needs to go somewhere, but I don't today. Which of the ones... Is there a horizontal one that has the thing? I think, you know, if there's a limited number of letters that can go where this B is in front of the C, right? Because S could, but very, you know, or a vowel. But an L can't, a T can't, you know, the E can't, an A can't, another C can't, a D can't, a T can't, and I could, but I think it's unlikely. So I think this S has to go here. So I'm just gonna take a guess. Yeah, that's the only thing that looked obvious to me. And the B stayed yellow. It went from yellow here to here, which kind of implies that the B is at the top because this other B is also yellow. I'm going to try it. Yeah. And I think this one at the top could be blonde. We're doing good. Well, no, wait a minute. Because there's an O, but could this O be before the A? Could be. And we do have a D available. It could be blend. Oof. Or blonde. Or bland at this point. But I think the D has to be here. What else could come after B blank, BL blank, N blank? That's available. Oh, T could be blunt. All right, I'm gonna hold off for a second there. There's too many things that top word could be. Let's see how this thing interesting here is SC something. It has to be a vowel, but then there's an O before it. So what could come after? I think it might be a double O ending there. Let's just find out. I kind of think so. Yeah, I was wrong. Oh, but the O has got to be here. All right, let's leave that alone. Now I'm messing up. Could this word be skull? No, there's not two L's. Oh, and that's wrong C, so... We know it's not an O, so it's either I or A. SCI, what could that be? Or U, because we have a U up here. Oh, and down here. It could be scuba, which is in the dictionary, and I kind of like for this. Let's just find out. Yeah, I think this has to be scuba, because we have a B and an A. Hopefully we'll be making some progress here. Which we are. Won't be a fantastic game. Okay, we're limiting down things. Still could be blind or blonde, or it can't be bland at least. But it could be blunt or right, because there's still a T and a D. It's nowhere near figuring this one out entirely. We don't know where the Y goes where. Is it going to be something like dilemma? Yeah, okay. It's this word on the right, on the right column is going to be dilemma. So we can move the D there. The I, this I can go there. We'll put the L there and the other M there. And note that the C has to go on this row. So it's either there, or there, but it has to be there. And then the left one's going to be bounces, right? Not anymore. You're probably talking about something that was 10 seconds ago. Oh, by the way, I know you're kind of YouTube forces you to be kind of behind. Let's see. We can't get a 17 today, but I just want to get all these correct. Because again, is this blind or blonde? B-O-L-N-D. It depends, because if it's blind, it's I-A something. If it's blonde, it's O-A something. And I think it's got to be oat, O-A-T, right? So it's oat, and then until. Yeah. So the I's there, the T's there, the O's here. One last thing, which is to make this cry. So that's why I made a couple bend moves. We got a 17. At least we got something there. I consider that, hey, it's 3 stars. So I know the players needed a fairly average number. Let's just take a look at our thing there. It's always kind of tricky to me when I didn't really suss out where the hedgehog and the fox were going to be kind of till late, I think. But I think, obviously getting dilemma and bounces. Blonde was interesting because it could have been bland or blind or blonde or blunt for a long time. I was like angry about that. And then kind of figuring out that there had to be scuba there. Okay, let's keep going on the games. Before we move on to the connections, we'll do the loop. It's a fun kind of picture-based game. We got a big nose. Just a big nose, okay? And we got a scream mask, right? Scream mask. Oh, and that's The Scream, which is painted by Edvard Munch. So I wonder if there's a monk in here. I'm going to put those together for now. We got the Tin Man. And it looks like a furnace or something. That might be related to the Tin Man. We'll see. We got this guy. He's got a beer belly. Okay, we got... those are muffins. So a beer belly could be called a muffin top too, right? So I think those are related. Oh, and Abraham Lincoln was known for his hat was called a stovepipe hat. So we're going to put him next to the stovepipe. This is a respirator. The muffin tin and the Tin Man. Let's put that there. This is a respirator, which is a mask, which is probably next to the mask, the Scream mask. What's this last one? I haven't seen some of these here. Oh, we got yeah, I don't think the Tin Man is going to be connected to this. There's no relationship there because the Tin Man is going to be connected to the Munchkin. A Munchkin. We have this, which is like mouth, eyes, ears, and hand. What is it? Senses. Sense. These are all your sense organs. We have a nickel with guy. Would he be related to him? That guy? And then the respirator. See, I think the respirator goes over the nose. The nose would be over the mask. That's the Scream mask. There's the Scream. He was what 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 was he? Well, I think that's related. I'm going to put this here because nose, and that's got a nose in it. Let's just check what we got here. Oh, that was correct. Nice. I think we got a few correct here. Very, very good. Very strong. Very strong. We'll get it in two for sure. Wow. That was rather strong. I almost never get that lucky. But no, it's not lucky. Yeah, I was right. The nose is related to the ear, the sensory organs, which is somehow related to the head. I guess the head. These are all these are all on your head. No, because your hand is not on your head. Palm. Oh, right. Five senses, 5 cent piece. Related to he's also a fellow president. Stovepipe hat. Now, what's the connection between the stovepipe and he's following the yellow brick road? The munchkin, that, oh no, right. So they're not connected. That's what this means. The stove, but right. Okay, the muffins, no, see, these are connected by 4. So in other words, based on how these are connected, the only possibility is that these interchange and these interchange. So this is a pot-belly stove. I just realized that just now. Pot-belly from eating too many muffins. Don't know the connection, but I'm sure it is to the Tin Woodsman. I think. Maybe not. All right, maybe I'm wrong on that one. I could be wrong. I don't think so. Yeah, because of the way those were connected. Yeah, and the other things were all in the final position. I'm curious myself. Okay, you got the pot-belly stove, right? And then the belly flap, which is a muffin top. We got that. Oh, right. The belly flap is the muffin top, right? And that's how he gets to the muffin tin. The muffin tin is to the Tin Man. The Tin Man is to the Munchkin. The Munchkin is to the Scream by Edward Munch. So they're going from Munchkin. That was the connection. That's one I want to look up. So Edward Munch and Munchkin, although the painter's last name is pronounced like Monk or Munch. So that's a really hard connection. The rest of them, the Scream and the Ghostface mask and the Oxygen mask are pretty easy. That was fun. All right, we still got some games to do. I'm going to bring up the connections. I haven't done it yet today. Let's do it. Okay, as usual, we get 16 words and or short phrases. Looks like words in this case. We got to arrange them into groups of 4 by affinity, but we don't know what the affinity is. And there's often a fake 5th affinity group. Let's read these and see if we can figure out what the at least one of these is. Stage, that could be prefixed for a lot of things. Stage, page, fashion, film, method, skin, character. We've had some of these before. Wings, like acting types. Pit, crust, word, way, line, catwalk, scum, and manner. I mean, I think it's going to be method, fashion, manner, and way. It's either a correct one or it's the fake affinity group. It's a correct one. And I kind of feeling they were trying to get us to go with method, stage, film, and there was a fourth one. In other words, that would have been the fake one. If we'd done method, those are kind of acting. Oh, and character. So method, stage, character, and film would have been the fake affinity group kinds of acting, which they've done before as the correct affinity group. Oh, by the way, the yellow connection on that game, you try yourself, means that they are connected to each other correctly, but not in the right final position. Green means they're in the right final position and connected, and red means they're not connected to the ones neither next to them or the final position. So it's, you just have to kind of interpret those clues, and you can figure it out. All right. So anyway, so we avoided the fake affinity groups. Let's see. That means that we know that film, page, or film, character, and stage are all the different affinity groups at this point. So let's see. Stage. Okay, things in a like the stage, the wings, the pit, and a catwalk are all features of a theater. So let's do that. parts of a theater. Okay, we're still getting the easier ones here. Well, we have the green one yet. Okay, we skin, crust, scum, and film have to go together, right? And then because word, page, line, and character go together. These are gross things that form was so. And this is the hard one. Okay, line, character, word, and page. These are all things that occur in a script, I think, or words that are referred to as literary something. Counted in documented word counts. Oh my goodness. Document word counts, character, line, page, and word. Okay. That's kind of specific. See, I did not get that specific relationship, but didn't matter because we got the first three. That was perfect. All right, I'm going to do the last big brain game that I like to do in the order I like to do them, which is a Octurtle, the hardest one, which is the rescue. Just like to wind up with the big brain games with that one before we take my break. I'll switch over to the musical category for some musical activity. Check my work email, see if there's anything coming in here. All right, let's see. This is one thing interesting here. I get the strong feeling on the lower left is this word ends in IDGE, but what could it be? It could be, if it ends in IDGE, it could be midge. I don't think it could be anything else. It can't be G or D. I mean, it may not end in IDGE, but I'm going to try it anyway. Midge, it's a word. See, that gave us the M. Basically, I sussed that out. That's how you got to play this game. The M is showing up here. Okay, now we know there's just an M and an L. But what could it be? It could be... So we don't really have a lot of other vowels. Not sure about this one. This should be easier here on the upper top here because we know we have a word that starts at DI, almost certainly ends in ER. DI. Can it be anything but diver? Could it be differ? No. Diaper? No. I think it's got to be diver. That's good. Okay, we got two. Oh, and the V is helpful. We have though here this one here. I'm gonna guess upper right. It's a long shot, but it fits. Worry, because first of all it fits, and if it's right, it gives us the Y. Oh, I'm smart. Okay, so we're doing good so far. Oh, the Y is in several of these words here. All of these words, all the words on the right have ended a Y. That was pretty critical. So now this word here has a C and a V in it. So it kind of has to be curvy. And that should give us the U. Excellent. And now we know that this word on the left of it is going to be qualm, which we wouldn't have known until just now. I was looking at that. I wouldn't have got qualm because of various reasons. All right, so now we have lower left, we have RO something I. And there's an N. So RO something IN. I think Robin is the only thing that's going to fit. Right? Yeah, that's the only thing that fits. Good. Very good. That eliminated the B from any of the letters. Okay, we got two left. We got this one on the right, which we only know has an A and ends in a Y. It could be happy, for example. Could be taffy, for example. What about this other one though? Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. There's a C somewhere, and that's all we know, but it has a N, and there's a C somewhere. Could be ICHY, but what would that be? C, or it could be ICKY. So it could be picky. Let's try picky. Can't spend all day here. I like picky. Very good. Eliminate the things that can't be. All right, we're still with possible taffy or jazzy. We have 2 guesses. At least it can't be happy because it doesn't have a P in it. Or it still could be, it could be, can't be happy, no P's. That's fine. Let's try taffy, but it could be jazzy. It wasn't taffy. I'm going to go with jazzy. Oh, I think this is it, though. I think we got it. We win. It was jazzy. We win. I win. Okay, I always feel good. As I mentioned, this is a hard game, too, if you haven't tried it before. It kicks my ass not quite half the time. But, yeah, we just pulled it in the last second there with jazzy. It could have been taffy or jazzy. Fortunately, I had 2 guesses. I should have guessed jazzy first. But the ones I thought Midge was a good pull out there, getting that one. Waiting for there to get Qualm. And getting that Y, worry from there, from this one. That was a real clutch move there because we needed the Y in all these words here. Jazzy, picky, curvy, and worry. All right, that's it for the big brain games for today. I'm going to go into the music category, take my little break, rearrange the cameras, get the guitar. That's what it is. The guitar plugged in, and see you on the other side of the mid-roll. Forgot to put myself in the music category. Right now we're in the music category. All right, let's see if I can arrange my. All right, so let's see. Okay, you can hear me. You can see me. Yeah, back to the show. Play my guitar for a little bit, like I like to do. Second half of the show is always a live musical performance by me. All right, anyway, we'll talk about the guitars first. I have a collection of roughly, I don't know, 15 or 16 guitars. This is one of the newer ones. It's a couple years now. I guess this guitar was made in 2021, so it's about 5 years old. It's a Schecter Guitar Research, which is a well-known brand. It's been around for a long time. They make originally an American brand, or I think, or maybe German. I'm not sure, but these are made in Indonesia for them, so they're at a lower price point. But this is their classic lots of Abalone model, which I've Abalone'd out by adding these, interchanging the original knobs, which are just plain, with these Abalone top knobs. It's got Abalone all over. It's a great guitar, though. You got EMG pickups. You got your Floyd Rose trim. Must be your skin, I'll sink it in. Must be for real, now I can feel that I didn't mind. It's not my... Excuse me, I gotta swallow. It's not my time. Wait, am I doing this the wrong way? Yeah, wrong way, there we go. Not my time, I kind of wonder why. Everything goes right, everything's great. Now you're here and now you're away. Don't want this, remember that. I'll never forget you where you're at. Don't let the days roll by. Glycerine. Glycerine. Never alone all the time. Well, are you at one or do you lie? We live in a wheel where everyone steals, but when we rise, it's like strawberry fields. If I treated you bad, you bruised my face. Couldn't love you anymore, you got a beautiful taste. Don't let the days roll by. A good behavior on you, Glycerine. Glycerine. I needed you more when I wanted us less. Could not kiss, just regress. It might just be pure and simple and plain. That's just fine, that's just one of my names. Don't let the days roll by. An Glycerine. Glycerine. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm not trying to be interesting. Just kind of try to hit the mediocre level here. I know what you mean. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm going to keep doing it. The walls are built up stone by stone, fields undivided one by one, and the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break, we've been on this shift too long. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break, we can't reach our destination, still ways away. I saw a tree house on the outskirts of the farm. The power lines have the loaders, so the airplanes won't get snagged. Bells are ringing through the town again. Children look up, all they hear are sky blue bells ringing. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break. We can't reach our destination, still ways away. Still ways away. Way to shield the head and heat. Way to put myself to sleep. Way to shield the head and heat. Way to put myself, my children to sleep. Part of this song in a plane like that one. She is selling faith on the Go-Tel Crusade. Locomotive 8, Southern Crescent, hear the bells ring again. This field to eat is looking thin. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break. We can't reach our destination. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver eight, take a break. We can't reach our destination, still ways away. Still ways away. That's my favorite band, one of my favorite bands, REM. Well, let's switch over. I feel like doing a little... I don't see that here. Okay, here we go. Oh, these are all looking good here. Hold on a second here. We'll start with this one. It's one of the easier ones. Okay, you can hear this right? Okay, good. Got the right audio volume level. I have to see if I'm still synced up. I should be. All right, so I like to play this one. It's not a hard key to play on the bass, but I prefer to do it on capo too. I think it's kind of the way they play the acoustic. So instead of playing E, you know, or A, or yeah, playing C, I'm playing a D. Or I'm playing E, I play D. Or if I'm doing it here, I'd be playing. I like the way circling earrings today. But I like to do it with the other one, which I think is more appropriate for the song, which is like this. I like the way circling earrings today. Well, I gotta try to get my diction here now. All right, let's just see how this goes. I like the way your sparkling rings lay against your skin so brown. I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around. 'Cause I got a peaceful piece of feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. And I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Oh, but she can't take you anyway. You don't already know how to go. 'Cause I got a peaceful easy feeling. And I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend, but this voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again. 'Cause I get a peaceful easy feeling. And I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing. I'm already standing. Yes, I am already standing on the ground. Oh, Always a fun song. That all these Beatle ones are. I do like doing this one. I barely sing it out here. Somewhere deep inside, something's got a hold on you, pushing me aside. See it stretch on forever, and I know that I'm right the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, you better be home soon. Stripping back the coats, lies and deception. Back to the nothingness, like a week in the desert. And I know that I'm right the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, better be home soon. Say no, say nothing's wrong. When you get back home, maybe I'll be gone. It would cause me pain if we were to end it. I could start again, you can depend on it. Know that I'm right the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, better be home soon. That's why I tell you, better be home soon. It's a little out of my range. I want to sing anyway. We do someday. You know, be better at it. What else do we got here on the list here? I'm going to do this one because I like doing it. It's fun. County Road. So she said, what's the problem, baby? What's the problem? I don't know. Well, maybe I'm in love. Think about it every time I think about it. Can't stop it. Longer will it take to cure this? All right, we'll start with serious something in the back of the throat. It's going to need the Diet Coke cleared out here. Or post-nasal drip. I don't want it. I'm talking about it. Oh, that's the good thing about the Diet Coke. Clears you right out. Just a thing. I think I can do it now. She said, what's the problem, baby? What's the problem? I don't know, baby, I'm in love. Think about it every time I think about it. Can't stop thinking about it. How much longer will it take to cure this? Just to cure it, cause I can't ignore it. If it's love, makes me wanna turn around and face me, but I don't know nothing about love. Oh, come on, turn a little faster. Come on, world will follow after. Come everybody's after love. So I said I'm a snowball running down into the spring that's coming. All this love melting under blue skies, melting at the sunlight, shimmering love. Well, baby, I surrender to the strawberry ash. End of all of this love. Well, I didn't mean to do it, but there's no escaping your love. These nights of lightning need burn, never alone, never alone. No, no, come on, move a little closer. Come on, I wanna hear you whisper. Come on, settle down inside of my love. Come on, jump a little higher. Come on, if you feel a little lighter. Come on, we were once upon a time in love. Or accidentally in love. 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 Accidentally. I'm in love. 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 Accidentally. I'm in love. 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 Accidentally. Come on, bend a little tighter. Come on, and the lights a little brighter. Come on, get yourself inside of her love. I'm in love. I'm shocked I could even finish that song. I really like it anyway. Okay, two. Okay, Bo. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye, just like an angel. It makes me cry. Float like a feather in a beautiful world. Wish I was special, so fucking special. But I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. Wanna have control. Perfect body, want a perfect soul. Want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so fucking special. Wish I was special. But I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. She's right out the door. She's running out. She run, 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 whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so fucking special. Wish I was special. And I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Pretty satisfying song for some strange reason. It's probably the last one. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. Showed me what it was to cry. Well, you couldn't beat that man I adored. You don't seem to know, don't seem to care what your heart is for. I don't know him anymore. There's nothing where he used to lie. The conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Cold and I am shaking my head naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. I'm already torn. So I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen just what was there and not some holy lights. But you crawl beneath my veins and now I don't care. I have no love. I don't miss it all that much. There's just so many things that I can't touch. I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Cold and I am chained. I am naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. Your little lakes, I'm already worn. Worn. There's nothing where you used to lie. My inspiration has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Cold and I am shaking. I am naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Gold and I am shaking down and broken on the floor. I'm already torn. Torn. right, one more maybe. I think maybe. What else we got on the list here? Didn't do losing my religion yet. Got to orange. I did the arm song. Bigger than you. You are not me. Lengths that I go to. Distance in your eyes. Oh no, I've said too much. I set it up. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much, haven't said enough. Thought that I heard you laughing. Thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. Every whisper, every waking hour, I'm choosing my confessions, trying to keep an eye on you. Like a hurt, lost, and blinded fool. Oh no, I've said too much. Set it up. Consider this. Consider this a hint of the century. Consider this the slip. It brought me to my knees, failed. What if all these fantasies come flailing around? Now I've said too much. I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. That was just a dream. That was just a dream. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much, haven't said enough. Thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. That was just a dream. Try, cry, lie, try. That was just a dream. Just a dream. Just a dream, dream. Noise. Do I dare do one more? Not really. Hold on, what we got here? I'm not gonna do that one though. Let's find something kind of easier. I've done this one in a while. All right, do I know it? I used to know at least. La, 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 said B7. Okay, it's B7, right? No, it's not. No, it's not B7. Okay, it's last chord. Is it C? It's E7. Okay, I always get that wrong. All right, I got it. All right. Now we can do it now. Forget where the chords are. Now that I've lost everything to you, saying that I want to start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving, but if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear, and a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Oh, baby, maybe it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, maybe it's a wild world. Always remember you like a child girl. No, it's a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two, 'cause I never want to see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl, but if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends that right there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Oh, oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child girl. Baby, I love you, but if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world, and I'll always remember you like a child girl. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world, and I'll always remember you like a child girl. That's it. There's really not that many. I really want to do this one, do you? Two. God, the last one though. I can see why you think you belong to me. I never tried to make you think that you see one thing for yourself. Now you're off with someone else and I'm alone. See, I thought that I might keep you for my own. would be riding rhyme and can't see which way we should turn together or alone. I can never see what's right or what is wrong. Don't take too long to see, Amy, what you want to do. I think I could stay with you. Oh, maybe longer if I do. Well now, Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Now it's come to what you want, you've had your way, and all the things you thought before faded into gray. Can't you see that I don't know if it's you or if it's me? If it's one of us, I'm sure we both will see. Won't you look at me and tell me, Amy, what you want to do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I get out. Amy, what you want to do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Falling out of love. I think my voice shot, which is fine. Oh, there, do outro. I don't care though. What I'm gonna do? Even falsetto. Alrighty, that's fine. It's enough of the show. The show is over. The show's done. I don't want to do it. We'll do way more show, but excuse me. A couple things I want to do here. Put my guitar down real quick. Okay. Yes, right. Oh, put this guitar down. I love playing the guitar. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. Usually there'll be lots of more streams coming in the near future, which there are, in a sense. Let me put this down here. There certainly are lots more streams to come, but not next weekend. I'm on vacation next weekend, so no Friday stream, no Saturday stream, no Sunday stream. Maybe a Monday stream if I feel up to it, and so most Monday, because I'll be getting back from flying to Vegas and back. I might be tired. I might feel like doing it on Monday. I'm supposed to be working Monday, but working from home, so there's a possibility to be Monday stream, but it doesn't matter, or Wednesday. Sometime, whenever it will be, it'll be around the same day. Oh yes, and I wanted to mention, should anybody be curious, it is possible there will be sporadic short live streams during the trip, because I will have my Twitch account and my ability to stream live, say from the cabana or something like that. Order was delivered. I don't care. Blah blah blah. The deliveries are good. All right, that was good. It was a fun stream. Flew around in the Osprey. No technical difficulties with the flight simulator today, which is not always the case. Did a mixed bag on the big brain games. Who knew? It's usually a mixed bag. So got good on some and bad on the others. We had a good time, and we had some group efforts there, which is always fun. And then singing using the white Schecter guitar there. Great guitar. I love playing it. And I enjoy singing too. Next time the musical, I don't even know, it will be out of sync on the next musical. It could be bass, could be guitar, it could be piano. We don't know. All right, but I will do my outro and say thanks for coming by at our nice 2-hour stream. Right. Oh yeah. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Bye, everybody.